to turn the Zoom call over to our special guest speaker that I am just so excited about having here. You know, he is, when I watch some of the videos of him, you can literally Google him and watch all these YouTube videos. He just speaks with so much passion, so much authority, so much love, and just the heart of gold. I mean, I look forward to the day that I really get to know him even more. Trying to do a double date with him and his wife multiple times. We're going to try again. but I'm excited for him to be on here and for him to take his time to be with us this afternoon. He's a senior vice president in ACN, the highest position you can earn in our company. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to my friend, Mr. Pressley Swagerty. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, greetings, and thanks for the kind introduction. I think your hair looks lovely, Melissa. I wanted to throw that out there. Hey guys, I'm excited to be with you. You know, I'll tell you something quick. Jeff said, hey, you don't have to get on till right at the end. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm always trying to learn. So I jumped on right at the beginning because I want to learn too. I don't care how long you've been in this business, guys, so we can always learn. Well, I'm going to give you just a few minutes of training. I'm going to start by telling you about a minute about who I am, and then I'll give you some thoughts. Let me give you a couple of disclaimers right off the bat. If I say anything that doesn't go with what Jeff and Melissa teach you, you go with what they say. Now, I don't think there's going to be any, but if I say anything that conflicts, you always do what your upline tells you to do. And then, you know, the other thing, my perspective, the way I work my whole life is my priorities: the good Lord's first, family second, and business third. So that's the two things I want to throw out there as a disclaimer. Now, for you guys that don't know me, I'm a high school basketball coach by trade. I coached for 16 years at Lakeview High School in Garland, Texas. That's a suburb of Dallas to the east. Sponsored the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Felt like I helped a few people along the way. But if you know any educators, you realize I didn't make much money. Friend of mine showed me this business. I didn't understand it at all. Couldn't have done what Jeff did to save my life. But two things kept sticking in my mind. One was residual income. As a teacher, I had never had any residual income, but I'd always heard you wanted some of that stuff. So that stuck in there. Number two was essential services. Melissa really hit on that one. You know, we don't have to convince somebody that they need a cell phone. We don't have to convince somebody that they need energy. I mean, we've got stuff they're going to use whether it's with us or not. So between residual income and essential services, it had me. You know, I decided, okay, I think this is something I want to do. When I got in, I had a goal to make $1,000 a month. I thought, boy, if I could make $1,000 a month, it would help me pay some bills. Well, it took me a while, but I finally got a check with a comma in it, and I was all pumped up. Couldn't believe it. I mean, for an old boy that grew up dirt poor and then taught school, I mean, it was a big deal to have a check with a comma from my side hustle. And I mean, I was fired up. But I used to go to church with a man named Zig Ziglar. And Zig would always tell us, he'd say, go as far as you can see, and when you get there, you're going to be able to see further. Well, Zig was right. When we got it to 1,000, we could see 3, and then 5, and then 10. And, you know, I tell people now, guys, that today, mine and Jeannie's reality is better than our dreams used to be. And I don't say that lightly. It really is. And it's because of this business. I mean, ACN is an amazing company that offers common people like us a chance to change our lives. Now, you got to mix in a lot of hard work. Absolutely. But once you start receiving residual checks, you're going to figure out you don't want to go back to the other way. I mean, this is really where it's at. So, you know, that's enough about me. I'm going to give you 3 quick points that I think are key in life, and in particular with ACN. One is, you know, I think as we're growing up, we all are going to conquer the world. We're going to live in the nicest house, drive the nicest car. We're going to really just tear it up. And then life starts beating our dreams out of us, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, we got to get back in the dream business again. We got to start dreaming. If you get up in the morning and you're not excited about getting out of that bed, your dreams aren't big enough. I'm going to tell you right now, Saturday morning, my alarm went off at 6 o'clock. You know what, though? I was already awake. I mean, I get up in the morning. I'm excited about life. I'm excited about getting the day going. I don't want to waste a minute of it. because I have dreams. Now, I wrote my dreams down on my memo pad on my phone, and I challenge you guys, put them on a piece of paper or put them on your memo pad. The reason I have it on my memo pad is I try to read, and I understand I fail sometimes, but I try to read my dreams morning and night just to keep them fresh on my mind. I've got 14 things that I'm trying to accomplish in my life, and it's financial and personal and relationship wise and personal growth wise and health wise. I mean, I got more than just financial goals, but I've got goals on my phone, and I try to read them, because how do we know where we're going if we don't have something written down, if we don't know where we're trying to get? So my dreams and goals are right there. And I challenge everybody, before you go to bed tonight, put some dreams on a piece of paper and then put some goals, because your goals are your stepping stones to your dreams. And I don't have time to go into all of that right now, but at least getting something down on paper is a start, and you can always adjust it and fix it and work on it anytime you want to. I change my goals occasionally too, because things change in life and all, but I've got them down and I know where I'm trying to get. We got to get back in the dream business. Number two, we got to grow. I mean, you know, some of the best advice I ever got, I have a huge extended family, but I got one cousin that actually made it successfully. Most of my family is just a bunch of rednecks. Now, I love them. They're good people, but I mean, you know, motivation was not a big deal for whatever reason. But I have one cousin named Manny that actually accomplished something. He graduated high school. He went to the University of Texas, graduated, started working for Mobil before they merged with Exxon, made something out of himself. I always loved to be around Manny, because he was accomplishing things, and he was talking about stocks, and he was buying real estate, and he was always doing stuff that was foreign to me, because I grew up dirt poor, no dad. My mom worked in a sewing factory. So when I could hang around Manny, it was just a big deal. Well, I asked Manny, I said, Manny, man, geez, I want to be successful like you, Manny. And I remember Manny telling me, Pressley, if you want more, you got to become more. He said, you don't chase success, you attract success by the person you become. So I'm going to tell you right now, you need to start growing. I mean, we all do, guys. And I'll tell you right now, I've read this before, but I pulled it out again, Pushing Up People by Art Williams. I love that book. I love Art Williams, and it really ties into impact, because they changed the life insurance industry with term. So it really applies to what we do today too. But I've got an audio book program on my phone, guys, where I'm when I'm working out, I'm listening. When I'm doing stuff around the house, I'm listening. When I'm driving, instead of listening to the radio, I'm listening to a book be read to me. And I mean, I'm a slow reader, so it's better if they read it to me. But you know, with our growth, I think we need to be reading. Number two, instead of watching that time-wasting electronic income reducer that we call a TV, you know, and here's my theory on TV, guys. I don't want to be watching a millionaire having fun on TV. I want to be the millionaire having fun. And you're not going to be the millionaire having fun if you're spending all your time watching that TV. You know, a fact is that the average American spends 6 hours either watching TV or surfing the internet. Guys, you're not going to get anywhere in life doing that. And I'm not saying never watch TV or never look at the internet, but I'm telling you what, it should be real tiny. We should be working on what we want to do with our lives. And, you know, instead of watching TV, you know what I do at night? I get my computer or my phone and I'll go Google or go to YouTube, and I'll watch Zig Ziglar. I'll watch Joyce Myers. I'll watch Les Brown. I'll watch Stephen Covey. I'll watch Jim Rohn. I'll watch some videos of people that are teaching me how to change my life. Because our circumstances are because of our actions, and our actions are because of our thoughts. And I grew up dirt poor with not much motivation in my house. I really had to change the way I was thinking. And to this day, I'm still trying to enlarge my vision, guys. So start doing that instead of watching TV all the time. And like I said, I'm not saying I never watch TV. I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan. I watch them, and every once in a while, Jeannie and I'll watch a movie. But I can tell you right now that I'll go weeks and never turn our TV on. So I'm not saying never watch TV, but I'm telling you what, if you're coming in and turning the TV on and plopping down in your easy chair and watching TV all evening, guys, that's not the key to success. I'll tell you that right now. So we need to read. We need to watch some personal growth giants on YouTube and teaching us how to change our lives. And then the biggest one, you need to run with people like Jeff and Melissa. I mean, you need to run with winners. Guys, it is a key that, you know, I used to pull my team together at the beginning of the year, and I'd talk to them about, you know, act right and dress right, make good grades, show respect, say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. I would teach them all the stuff you'd think a coach would teach his team. But I'd always, at the end of that talk, I'd look at them and I'd go, guys, you show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. Well, I'm telling you, growing up, I was running with a bunch of losers, guys. I mean, just to be perfectly honest with you, they took me down some roads I shouldn't have gone down. I tell people I got more skeletons in my closet, I can barely fit my clothes in. But I tell you what, I have changed. And here's the deal. I want to run with people that are going somewhere with their lives. When I'm talking to Jeff and Melissa, I'm pumped about life because they're pumped about life. I want to run with people that are going somewhere. I want to run with people that I can learn something from. Guys, we all know winners and we all know losers. You can't get away from the losers all the time, but I spend less time with the losers and a whole lot more time with the winners. Guys, if you'll start doing that, good things will happen. So we want to grow by reading, watching some personal growth giants, and run with people that motivate you. Run with people that you know are going somewhere with their life. Run with people that are doing something, because that is a key. And then my last point, am I doing okay with time, guys? Okay. My last point is this. You're going to have to work your butt off if you want to make big money. Let's just get real. If you're wanting to make life-changing kind of money, it's going to take you working your butt off. Now, here's the neat deal. If you'll put in 2, 3, 4 years and you really bust your butt and make it happen and get it going, then if you want to cruise, then you can. But until you get to the point where you're happy with what you're making, it is going to take some work. And I mean, the work is pretty simple. You know, I always tell people, you got to plug in. Here's my 4 things that I've been saying for 30 years. 1, you got to plug in. You need to be on every Zoom that Jeff and Melissa do. I mean, now I understand life gets in the way and sometimes you just can't. Okay, so I get it. You know, but everything that you can plug into, you need to plug into. The other thing is our events. My gosh, emerge and elevate. Guys, get to the events. Here's my thing that I always go back to. I don't know any top money earners that don't plug into the events. To me, that's a key. I mean, they're leaving breadcrumbs when they get to the events, because I'm going, okay, if all the top money earners are at the events, then I want to be a top money earner. I better show up at the events. And yeah, when I was starting out, man, I was teaching. We could barely pay the bills. Guys, I was sharing a room, taking sleeping bags. I was eating nuggets at McDonald's. I was doing whatever, you know, we would carpool to get somewhere. I mean, I was going on the cheap because I just knew I needed to be there. Because when you get to an event, I'm going to tell you, I can tell you where I was sitting at the Anatole Hotel here in Dallas. I can get with you in 10 feet of the ballroom of where my chair was when I looked up on that stage and thought, I don't want to be out here. I want to be up there. I want to be one of the people that's walking across, getting promoted, making the money, doing all that stuff. Guys, events are where that happens. You got to get plugged in. So get on the Zooms, get on the trainings, get to the events, plug in to what you're doing. Next thing, make a list. Guys, I work a list. You know, and you know, I'm sure some of you probably going, well, Pressley, if you've made millions of dollars, why are you still doing this? Because I think with what we've got going on now, I think I can take my life to another level. I mean, I have not been this excited in a decade, guys, about what we got going on with ACN right now, with Impact. I went through my phone and I took all my contacts out and I put them on here. And I didn't just put a few, guys. I'm telling you, I've got pages of contacts. And you see some of them are circled there. Maybe you can see that. You know, the ones that are getting in, I'm circling. I make notes out to the side when I talk to people. Guys, you got to have a list. I believe you got to have a list that you're working off of. I mean, I can't just say I got it here in my head, because sometimes people go, well, call me next week. I'm tied up. I got a project going on. Or they'll, you know, call me tomorrow. I have to write that stuff down. My memory isn't that good. And Jeff, I'm giving you kudos, brother. I am a student. Can y'all see that? That is my 100 square challenge that at an event, Jeff got up there and trained on this. And I put my 100 square challenge. I started about 6 weeks ago. I got 27 people that I've showed for me, my personals, and I put a red box around them if I get them in. I think I've got in 15 or 16 people in the last 6 weeks. And you know what that does, Jeff, is what that does for me is when I walk in my office and I see that, it reminds me what my job is. My job is to lead by doing it, you know, do as I do, not just as I say. I want to be the guy that's out front leading the parade, and I am showing personals for myself. And then obviously I leave this sitting on my desk right in the middle. So when I walk in, I see that, and I know I need to be calling people, guys. I see my 100 square challenge. By golly, you need to be doing that. And then I see my list sitting in front of me, and I start making calls. And you say, well, I hate making calls. Well, good. Join the club. I used to hate making calls too. The phone looked like it weighed 500 pounds. I'd get nauseated if I had to pick up the phone. But here's the neat deal. If you'll make a couple of calls, it'll get easier. And then you make a couple more calls and it'll get easier. And you make a couple more calls and it gets easier. Man, I used to get nauseated. Today, I can pick up the phone and call anybody. I won't say it's my favorite thing to do in life, but it doesn't bother me to do it anymore. So we need to make a list. We need to set appointments. Melissa went over all that stuff. I'm not going to go over it. I mean, I have said, do you look at other ways to make money? I bet I've said that 1,000,000 times. Same stuff. We didn't train each other. Same stuff. Today, I'll say this, though. I actually throw out there, what do you do for healthcare? I've never led with a product before, but sometimes I do that now because I think impact is that strong, guys. My personal testimony, I spent $1,500 with Blue Cross Blue Shield. I'm paying $426 with impact, saving almost $1,100 a month. The Swagerty household got about a $13,000 raise. I'm pumped about that, but that's another story for another time. So we need to plug in, we need to make a list, we need to set appointments, and then showing the plan, guys. People all the time go, Pressley, how have you made all that money? I have shown the plan and 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 got sick of showing the plan. But you know what I did? I kept showing the plan and showing the plan and showing the plan and showing the plan. See, it doesn't take special ability to be a top earner in this company. I'm living proof. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'll tell you that right now. But I can show that plan, baby. I can invite people. I can make a list. I can plug in. I have been doing those 4 things for my entire career, and it has paid me very well. So if you're looking to change your life, and I assume if you're spending a Saturday morning on here that you are looking to change your life, then here's the deal. You've got to set some PBZs up, guys. I mean, you've got to get people on those Zooms and people looking, or you're fooling yourself if you really think you're doing this to make big money. I mean, this business is about showing people, because if you show a bunch of people, you're going to get some in, and out of the ones you get in, there's going to be some good ones. And then all of a sudden you're making money and you're one of the top people. And all of a sudden they're asking you to talk and you're going, man, all I did was show the plan. Yep. That's all you did, but you did it. You know, guys, it doesn't take special ability. It just takes action. Let me see. Do I have anything else I put on? I actually made notes for you guys, and I don't usually do that. Impact is amazing, and get to the events. I've got that on there. Guys, here's my challenge to everybody. We've got a chance now. When the economy dips, networking explodes. My best years in networking, and I've been doing this 30 years, my best years by far is when the economy dips. Well, you don't have to be a Harvard economist to know that inflation is spiraling. Guys, I drive a BMW, a car, and it was about $100 for me to fill my car up. I mean, it's crazy. Gas prices are through the roof. Food prices are through the roof. Guys, people are looking to save money. Guys, we got a suite of services that can save them some money. My gosh, Impact can save them thousands. And then people are looking to make money right now. Yep, it's starting to happen. I mean, all those other things people were doing to make money, they're not quite as lucrative as they were, and they're fixing to get less lucrative and less lucrative and less lucrative, and all of a sudden, ACN is going to look better and better and better and better, and we've got a chance to explode, guys. We've got a chance to explode. You've got a chance to change your life. You've got a chance to help people. I challenge you, draw a line in the sand today and do this. Make a commitment that for 6 months, just 6 months, and we know 6 months goes by in a heartbeat. Make a commitment for 6 months. You're going to give it everything you got. Guys, you will be pleasantly surprised in 6 months what you've accomplished with your life. You can do great things, guys. Everybody on this Zoom's got greatness inside you. Don't go to your grave with that greatness in there. Pull it out. I believe with all my heart there'll be 2 groups of us. There's going to be the group that's glad they did, and there's going to be the group that wishes they had. I hope you're in the glad they did category. Jeff and Melissa, I love you guys. I appreciate you getting me on, and I hope I gave somebody a couple of words of wisdom.
Guys, let's show our appreciation to a legend in this industry, Mr. Pressley Swagerty. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with our team this morning. And I know that there's some people that drew a line in the sand today. I know that there was decisions that were going to be made today, and I can't wait for everybody to be able to meet you guys. Presley talked about events. We have an upcoming national convention coming up Friday night, August 12th, and Saturday, August 13th in Cleveland, Ohio. It's $29 for a ticket to the event. And I'll give you one last thing. It's not just about you going, it's who can you bring with you. So this is the QR code. I encourage everybody, look at that, get yourself to Cleveland and get a chance to meet Mr. Pressley Swagerty in person. You think there is power from him on a Zoom? Wait till you hear him from the stage, and all the amazing speakers, all the product vendors are going to be there, the owners of the company, the top people from around the world. And again, that's the QR code for our event that will sell out in Cleveland, Ohio. Friday night, August 12th, and Saturday, August 13th is going to be a monumental day in our company. So guys, we're going to open up some breakout rooms at this point. And remember, if you're here for the first time, you haven't gotten your ID number yet, we want to help you get registered to get started. It takes 5 minutes. Welcome to the family. Presley and Melissa and I, we're going on a crusade together with Impact Healthcare. We are going to disrupt this industry. Join the crusade. Welcome to the team. But if you haven't gotten customer qualified yet, make sure that you let the people know, look, here's the points I want to do. If you need to learn more about that, Melissa's got the workshop Wednesday night, 7:30 Central, Thursday at 12 o'clock, where she really does an amazing job teaching people about the products and services. But the biggest thing you heard from Presley today, show the plan. In order to show the plan, schedule a meeting so we can get on there and show the plan on your behalf, guys. We'll see you in the breakout rooms. God bless, and welcome to the Rockstar team.